had way too much coffee this morning.
I didn't have any coffee.
I don't know how this show's going to go. Oh, hey, we're on. Hey, welcome to the DJ Preps Football Preview Show. That's Dalton. I'm Brad, your local high school football experts.
Say that loosely.
Well, I think we're experts. Ask any sports writer, they'll tell you they're an expert at something. But welcome in the next few minutes. We're going to spend some time talking about high school football. This show comes to you every week. We're going to pick out 3 big games to preview. We're going to have the Broughton Award, and we'll go over the coverage plans we have Friday night. So if you haven't joined us before, that's what you can expect. First, let's review last week's picks. What we do now, on these 3 games, we flip a coin to decide the winner, and then Dalton and I pick a final score. The coin did pretty good last week, Dalton, 2-1. It got the Oxford and Bakersfield games right. Did not get the North Pontotoc South Pontotoc game correct. North won that one. And as far as who had the best pick, really neither of us came close on anything.
It happens.
It's even experts have bad days. So that's last week's picks. We'll make new picks as we go through each game. And here are the 3 games to watch that we're going to talk about today. Got Senatobia at Shannon, got Oxford at Pontotoc, and Kossuth at New Albany. Excuse me, Kossuth. I think you're supposed to say Kossuth. That's how they say it up there. I don't know. Okay, let's there we go.
Wasn't bad.
Yeah, not too bad. Let's go over the first game, Senatobia at Shannon, Dalton. The matchup, you got 2 teams here that are 1-3, but those records are kind of deceiving, aren't they?
Yeah, they both played really good teams. Especially in Senatobia, I know they've had a tough schedule. Yeah,
and Shannon has as well. So don't be fooled by those records. This should be a good game. So let's go over the 3 keys to the game. Key number 1, DeAndre House. He's a running back for Senatobia. Very shifty, very quick. I saw him run for 300 yards on Corinth last year, and Corinth didn't have a bad defense. Shannon, hard to say how their defense is. They offensively, they're going to be good every year. Defensively, maybe a little suspect. So that'll be a big matchup there with House going up against a defense that's giving up 30 points a game.
Mm-hmm.
Key number 2, Shannon's run game. Dalton, they've got some good backs there, but they just haven't found any consistency. I think 2 games they've had 200-plus yards rushing. The other 2, less than 50.
Give them credit, though. One of those games where they had less than 50, they played Horn Lake, who is supposed to be like a top 3 team in the state.
Yeah, and that's a 6A team. So, yeah, again, the tough schedule kind of maybe gives you the wrong idea about these numbers. I think Shannon will be able to run the ball this weekend. Key number 3, pregame stretching. It's important, Dalton. You don't want to go out there and pull a hammy.
No, you don't.
So, do some good pregame stretching. That gives you an advantage, I think. Let's do the pick, Dalton. We'll flip the coin. Heads, the home team wins. Tails, the visitors. This game is at Shannon, so we'll let the coin decide. And the coin says tails, Senatobia. Got a score, Dalton?
Let's go 42-35. High scoring.
Okay, I'll go with 38-33. Yeah, I expect we could see a lot of points in this game. All right, game number 2, Oxford at Pontotoc. The number 5 ranked large school against the number 4 ranked large school in our rankings. So 3 keys to the game, Dalton. Oxford, they've got a good run game. They played Lafayette last week and pulled a bit of what I would say that was kind of an upset, but ran the ball well with Kelvin Wadley, and the quarterback John Marr can run as well. So they need to establish the run, because if they're forced to pass, that Pontotoc secondary can eat you up quick. They've got 5 picks already, don't they?
Mm-hmm. I mean, the whole defense is good in general, but yeah, that secondary is kind of what they rely on right there. I know they got 2 guys that have D1 offers just in the secondary alone.
Right. So yeah, it's a big key for Oxford. Key number 2, in the trenches, the line play. I mean, Oxford's got 3 returning starters. They're big up front, pretty good there. And then Pontotoc, its offensive line, they lost 3 starters from last year, including Cole Smith, who is now playing for LSU. Mm-hmm. So it starts in the trenches, Dalton. Every coach will tell you that.
Yeah, and they've both been running the ball well. So, I mean, the trenches has been working for both teams.
Right. Key number 3 to this game, officiating. Nah, I'm just kidding. Officials don't decide who wins or loses. Fans will tell you otherwise, but I don't believe it. Let's make a prediction here. Okay? Who's going to win? You can edit that part out. Take 2 on the coin flip. You can't flip a coin, Dalton. It says heads. So the coin picks Pontotoc. Score?
24-21.
I'll say 23-18.
Okay.
Sounds good. The Third and final game, Kossuth at New Albany. Got a couple of strong offenses here, Dalton.
Some fireworks in this one.
Yeah, Kossuth averaging about 40 points a game. New Albany averaging about 30. Key number one to this game, I would say the quarterbacks. Got two experienced guys with Matthew Bobo at Kossuth and Loden Bolin at New Albany, who's off to a great start. So I expect to see both of those guys play well. And, whoever plays a little bit better might be the team that wins.
True.
Yeah. Key number two, just like the last game, line play, because Kossuth lost three offensive linemen from last year's team that started. New Albany, they are young. They've got like 5 or 6 sophomores in the rotation there.
I think they got 4 starting sophomores, if I remember correctly, on the offensive line. That's
Well, that maybe bodes well for the future. We'll see how it pans out on Friday night. And then let's see, key number 3, Dalton. Who has the snazzier uniforms? I don't know, but all I know is if you look good, you feel good, and you play good.
I haven't seen Kossuth's away jerseys. New Albany's home jersey is pretty good, though.
They're both kind of in that
same color range.
Maroon range on the color wheel. So let's do the prediction, Dalton. Kossuth at New Albany. The coin says New Albany. Score?
I'm going to go 35-31.
I will go 38-36. All right. And those are the 3 games to watch. Wow. Boomerang effect. How about that? And I'm getting good at this.
Almost did it again.
Yep. So those are the 3 games to watch. Now we move on to the Broughton Award. Brad Dalton Broughton. That's all you need to know. The best 1-2 punch from last week. We're going to go with Jalen May and LaJarvis Ewing of Houston. May ran for 188 yards and 3 touchdowns last week. I believe he was playing quarterback most of that
He
game.
had a passing touchdown as well.
Oh, yeah, I believe so. And then Ewing rushed for 131 yards as Houston beat Itawamba AHS 34-28. So congrats to Jalen May and LaJarvis Ewing for winning the Broughton Award. Put that on your resume, kids. And finally, let's tell you where we're going to be this Friday covering games. We've got Senatobia at Shannon. Going to send David Wheeler out there. Oxford at Pontotoc. Dalton. Corinth at Itawamba. Yours truly. Kossuth at New Albany. Dennis Clayton. Noxubee County at West Point. Paul Jones. And Amory at Nettleton. Melissa Metter. So look for our coverage there in Saturday's Journal and at djournal.com. And also be sure to check out our podcast we do every Wednesday. You can find it in iTunes, any of your podcast apps, or at preprally.djournal.com. And that's it. We're done, Dalton. Good job, buddy.
Another week done.
We will see y'all next week. Thanks for watching. Okay? Who's going to win? Well, Dalton, I lost the quarter.
I don't know where it went.
James can edit this out. It's fine.